Wait, please.
Consisting of Justice Gavai and Justice Vishwanathan. So when the matter was started, so we made our arguments, we advanced our arguments, and after that ED and CBI has put together, they have advanced their arguments. But Supreme Court has clearly found that when there are no material, there is no sufficient material, you can't arrest somebody, you can't pick and choose. Supreme Court today has clearly said that this is an unfair prosecution, because Supreme Court has also cited an example for it. Because ED and CBI, they say that crime has started from Magunta Srinivasulu Reddy. He met Arvind Kejriwal and Arvind Kejriwal said to discuss it with Kavita. So this is how it has happened, even according to their story. So when ED and CBI said that, they have failed to make Magunta Srinivas Reddy as an accused. They have failed to give answer to it. Till today he was not made an as accused. And they say that two other people Raghu Magunta has given money out of the 100 crore which was given from the South Lobby to the North people. Yet he is roaming freely. He is not being arrested. He became approver. And there are several other statements of the accused persons which were given, in which I was not named. But they won't take that. They take the statement in which was given when they were in her custody. CBI arrested, ED arrested few people. When arrested, they have taken the statement. They rely on that statement. But they won't rely on the earlier statements given by the same accused while they were living outside. This itself shows that they are picking and choosing. The investigation agency should not be like that. There should be an uniformity in the investigation. Today, Supreme Court has clearly found that ED and CBI are an untrustworthy prosecution, unworthy prosecution.
Sir, Supreme Court has also taken strong exception on Delhi High Court observation on highly educated women.
High Court has said that if you are highly educated, bail should not be granted to you. I am not understanding what is that law and what is the criteria adopted by the High Court. Section 45 says it gives an exemption to sick women and persons under 16 years of age. So now she is a woman. So court mean to say that if she is highly educated, if she is MP, she is no longer a woman. It can't be like that. Women were given certain safeguards in CRPC as well as in PMLA. So you have to follow it. Supreme Court has said that High Court judgment is absurd and it is perverse. Supreme Court has clearly used this word perverse. Therefore, it shall not be binding on other courts also.
The Supreme Court today granting bail to BRS leader K. Kavita. We've been joined by his advocate Mohit Rao. Please tell us what are the conditions on which the bail has been granted and what are the sweeping observations by the High Court which the Supreme Court has heavily praised up. So my first question to you would be, what are the bail conditions?
Bail conditions each and just to deposit her passport. So these two conditions were fixed by Supreme Court, and Supreme Court has said that as usual she has to appear before the trial.
And what about the High Court observation that the educated women should not be granted bail? Supreme Court has come down heavily on it. What's the view?
Supreme Court has clearly said that if a woman is educated, that doesn't mean that she should not be granted. Plus, on one side you say that they should be women empowerment. And on the other hand, you say that if a woman becomes MP or MLA, if she is successful, so the bail should not be granted to her. That was not the understanding of the Supreme Court. Supreme Court has clearly distinguished that being a parliamentarian, she is also a woman. That has to be understood. And these carving out exceptions were created not only in PMLA for the first time, but also in CRPC. Therefore, one has to follow the exceptions.
So the court is also heavily came down on the title of Kavita Reddy, who took Kavita's name after 5 statements, has not been made an accused, but whereas Kavita has been made an accused. Why there is a pick and choose policy?
That itself answers that ED wants to pick and choose few people. ED and CBI, they want to pick and choose few people and want to arrest few people. That's why they created everything. There is nothing as such. Because a person has given 8 statements, and after taking him into custody, there will be a prisoner. He makes a statement, and they rely on that statement, but they forget about the earlier 5 statements given. Therefore, the Supreme Court has said you can't pick and choose. See, there should be an uniformity in the prosecution. There should be a fair prosecution, but you are an unfair prosecutor. You are selecting, picking and choosing. And one more interesting thing, Supreme Court has said that everything, according to ED, everything starts from Magunta Srinivasulu Reddy. But he is not yet named as accused till today. Supreme Court said that when everything started from him, why didn't you name him as accused? Supreme Court, the ED counsel has clearly said that he has washed over his hands. Can it be permissible? Somebody makes a crime, he says that no, I'm telling you everything. So can he be taken away? Supreme Court has relied on everything and then heavily and clearly said that this is not the way how to prosecute.
The Supreme Court, after Manish Sisodia has been granted bail, also noted in K. Kavita's case also that there are 483 witnesses out there and 50,000 documents to be done. Do you think the trial will progress from a slow pace from
I'll just give you an illustration for that. There are 493 witnesses even according to and there are 40 accused counsel. Even if one accused counsel cross-examines one witness per day, it will take around 20,000 days. Just imagine how long will this trial be delayed. So, I can't say that trial will never be completed in this case.
So this is where the lawyer Mohit Rao was explaining to us that it will take 20,000 days to complete the trial if the trial starts at the same pace. From New Delhi, this is Tanu Sarda for India Today.